Hi, Angela and Allison here. We are here in the health station over in Diamond Bar, and this is Mr. Steven, and he is known as the health expert from what I know. So this is the menu, what we have up here, and Steven has explained to us about the paste here that helps to detoxify.
Different paste is made by different formula for different body healing effect. I have maybe 10 different kind of herbal paste. The professional paste should call the herbal decoction. Decoction meaning a concentration process of cooking until it's like a very thick, very high density, paste-like.
Right.
That's how we make the herbs. So this is considered as herbal medicine, like a serious medicine. But in this country, it's like a supplemental things. Because in this country, herbs is not considered like medicine; it's considered like a food. So it's like a supplements,
Right.
Health products. But to me, it's serious herbal medicine. And down here, we use some traditional and herbal ingredient together with drinks, because we think what people drink 100 years ago,
Right.
we might don't have Coca-Cola, those things, but what people still need to drink 100 years ago, so they probably drink from food-based things or herbal-based things. So we are herbalists and acupuncturists, so we try to make some drinks combined with herbs. That's why we have those things for retail, for cash flow. The herbal paste part is for people who has more interested and they want to change their body.
Mm-hmm.
They can have a consultation with me. I can recommend the herbal medicine. But this is for people they want to choose themselves, they want to try things. And we also do acupuncture. So here is the acupuncture. We are licensed acupuncturist and herbalist. So we do acupuncture and herbal medicine. Unlike most office, when you go to the office, it designed like office. But we try to make Chinese medicine or acupuncture, natural medicine, more like a lifestyle. That's why we combine a tea shop with acupuncture office together. That's how this place be. Yeah.
I like it a lot. I do have a question though. As far as the paste goes, if someone were to purchase the paste, which is here, this one here says detoxification. We can't see it, and this one here is for lungs. How does one use the paste?
Patient choose the paste by a customer to choose the products by name, but name is created by makers. Mm-hmm. So I create those names, I make those formula. I try to find the best, the most convenient way to let people capture what it can do. Mm-hmm. by just read the name. That's for customer side. But for my side, for example, the lung support, I can use this for treat, for example, asthma, heart issue, or breast issue, because the formula was formulated by some herbs which target on apoptotic.
Right.
But I can say this formula is apoptotic formula. It doesn't make sense for people to buy. So I make the most common, idea of the name. So people definitely can choose what they need by the name. But of course, if they can tell me the symptom, I can choose the best formula for them. But when I give them the formula, when they look at the name, they might feel it doesn't match. But I use formula to treat the patient. I just give the name to give the patient idea. Sometimes it doesn't match. For example, if you have a cough, if I think your cough is caused by lung or digestion, I might give you the digestion and the liver support, which is not the cough one.
Right.
To you, if you didn't ask me, you can definitely choose the lung one, the cough one, to help you. but my help and your help might be a little bit different.
Right.
So it's flexible. It's a flexible practice.
So, because I know it's a molasses, do I mix it with hot? Would somebody mix it with hot water? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's paste like
That you mix,
honey.
right? And you mix it hot water. Perfect. Okay, that's pretty much all I needed to know. Do you have any questions or anything? Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I'm gonna get something for my. How long would an average acupuncture session last, and how much would it be?
Acupuncture section is very. It depends on the way of practice. It could be a few minutes pressure. It could be hour long. It could perform in multiple times a day, or it could do like once a week, once for 2 weeks. It depends on the practitioner's style. In this society or nowadays life, for convenient to everybody, we do like once or twice a week visit. Each visit costs about between 30 to 40 minutes, 30 to 1 hour long. Lay down, give some needles, relax, put sleep, warm, comfortable. Just let the patient relax. But this is not the only way we do acupuncture. It's the most common way and the most commercial way. But we definitely can do acupuncture in a few seconds. In a few minutes, or combined with different pressure skill, bone setting skills. So. In general terms, yes, acupuncture once a week, once or 2 weeks, lay down, like you guys, most people see on the TV. But it definitely can be practiced multiple by a day. Let's say if I want to treat this patient 3 times, morning, noon time, night time. But it's not practical because people can't visit you.
Right, they can't always come.
So we try to help the person in one visit every a few days. No any way is the best way. Whatever help the patient keep treatment financially, whatever logically, make the person able to receive, it's the best way. For example, if we come get 3 times, let's assume we come to get 3 times a day, let's say. I'm just making a very extreme example. It doesn't usually happen. It's the best way. Let's assume it's the best way. But if the patient cannot come 3 times a day, you better let him come once a week. So compare once a week and 3 times a day. It seems like you didn't give him the best way of treatment, but at least he can come once a week.
Something's better than nothing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, otherwise, if you always say, oh, your treatment must be 3 times a day, then if he can or she cannot afford, or time doesn't help her to come, you block the way, block the gates to let him get help.
Right. I have a question. What about sciatica? I'm a Pilates instructor also, and I have a lot of members and clients that have sciatic pain and slip discs, or basically slip disc sciatic.
This kind of treatment can receive very good result by acupuncture treatment. In the modern way, modern logic, we say, okay, it helps release the nerve tension, muscle tension, help the circulation. That's a very shallow talk, very surface talk.
Superficial, yeah.
Superficial, because we want to use people's logical language to understand the moment.
Yeah.
But if we talk to a same professional, we might use some other term, such I might say, move the qi, move the blood, tonify kidney energy. But we don't. It might be the true answer in deep of me, but only say this with a very professional or the person who already know acupuncture a lot. Then we talk to deeper. With most people, we just use their language to explain. Now here's the problem: when we use their language to explain, it is already not accurate.
Correct.
But at least the people can understand.
Correct.
If you immediately talk about you have a kidney jing, kidney qi, kidney yin deficiency, whatever imbalance, then people will say, okay, what's that?
What is he talking about? You lost him.
Yeah. So I just say, okay, you need your muscle to relax. Let me relax your muscle by needle. I know I'm not telling the right thing, but for him, it might understand,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
He will receive the treatment. Once he receives the treatment a couple of times, he will feel much better. Not only the pain gone away, maybe energy better, maybe life attitude is better, everything better, digestion better. Then the patient, then you can have opportunity to tell the patient, what I'm doing on you is not only relaxing muscle, but at that moment, you are focused on sciatica. But now I can tell you more about why I choose these points, why I give you this needle, why this treatment help you more than treating sciatica.
Right.
Yeah. So it takes time to explain to the patient.
Right. There's two other things, fibromyalgia and rheumatoid arthritis. Would you recommend herbs and acupuncture, or either or do you think that that's helpable, treatable through this?
Anything can help. Herbal medicine, acupuncture, both can help. But one thing make treatment complicated is concept. Once you have your concept, we need to get rid of your concept. For example, you can say, I have chronic muscle ache. That's one of the way to describe your fibromyalgia. Or you can use a very professional way to say, I have fibromyalgia. Now, the question turns to me and you as a patient, what is fibromyalgia? I'd rather hear you tell me you have chronic muscle ache. Because your chronic muscle can cause by digestion, emotion, whatever, lifestyle, too much cold, sleeping on the concrete floor, maybe you take a nap, you fall asleep, then wake up, you hit by the cold.
Right.
Then you have then. But if you be diagnosed you have fibromyalgia, I'm still treating you have chronic muscle. To me, you are just muscle ache.
It still goes down to that. Yeah.
Fibromyalgia, whatever.
Yeah.
So
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
Because that's what a lot of people, I think, they jump to when they go to the doctors and stuff. They say, oh, you have this, or they have that. So, but really, in all reality, I think food and things have a lot to do with them.
Okay, when a patient have symptoms, they go to the doctor, they're expecting explanation. But I would say 90% of the time, there's no explanation.
Right.
Your symptom is the explanation.
Right.
Don't ask me why. Nobody knows why exactly. Now, some doctor may have knowledge to know why, but it might misguide the patient. I mean, not misguide. I shouldn't say that, but
Mistreat or misdiagnose almost sometimes, maybe, perhaps.
Not misdiagnosis. That will make people feel that I'm saying the doctor diagnosis is not right. But I would say one symptom can have 100 view to call it, 100 name to call it, 100 language to describe it.
Right.
Right. Fibromyalgia, describing muscle ache, is one way to describe this kind of symptom. If you turn to Chinese way, we might have different language, different concept, different philosophy to view or to explain this same symptom. So different view, different philosophy brings out different way of treat.
Right.
Yeah, that's the difference. So one patient come to 10 doctor can receive 10 diagnoses, which is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is okay.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm going to turn this one.